tricky because I don't like how sort of it's not clear, so clear how they did this graph number three, but we should be able to figure this out just by our process of elimination and some reasoning. So basically, it tells us, gives us three graphs, and they want us to identify. They tell us that these three graphs are related in a certain way. That one is f, the original function, the other one's its derivative, and then the third one is its second derivative, and we need to figure out which one is which. So I need to find out which one's f, which one's f prime, and which one's f double prime. Now, we need to remember that if I have f, right, f prime is going to give me the slope of all of these tangent lines. And then f double prime is going to give me the slope of all of these tangent lines, of all of f prime's tangent lines. So with this in mind, we want to know that, if it flattens out, like for example, right, graph 2, if you look at it, it flattens out here, right? So the slope of the tangent line there is 0. So I could assume that its derivative, I already know that 2, right, is not going to be f because, or the third one, this one, if this one's f, if 2 is f, then this one cannot be f prime because it needs to be 0, and it's not 0 there, right? So like the slope of the tangent line, this is 0. It could be that, though, this one, 2 could be f, and then this one could be f prime. But then that would force this to being f double prime, right? So I just looked at this. I just picked one of the curves. I said, okay, well, let's see if this one's f, right? Then that would mean that the slope of the tangent line right here is 0. And if I look closely at f, it matches that this here, not the slope of the tangent line. So the slope of the tangent line at this one, this curve here, let's do it. So I'm looking at this curve, right? The slope of the tangent line at this point right here is 0. So then that means that f prime needs to be 0 at this value. So it makes sense that if this is f, this might be f prime because it's 0 where the slope of the tangent line is 0. And also it's 0 here, right? So the slope of the tangent line is 0 here, and it also makes sense. So it makes sense to say that this one's f and then maybe this one's f prime. But now how does this graph come into play? So now that would mean that then this would have to be f double prime, right? So then that means that right here, right, this is f prime. This one would need to be 0, but it's not. So I need to rethink this now. It looks like 1 is indeed the derivative of 2. And with that makes sense to say that maybe this is f double prime, this is f prime, and then this one is f. And that's why it's tricky, because now if you look at this, this is the order in which it makes most sense. Because if you look, this one here goes, and then somewhere along here it goes to 0, right? Where this one is the slope of the tangent line to this one, if you look, is 0, like right there, right exactly where this one crosses the x-axis. So that makes sense. Then if you look real close, like right here, the slope of the tangent line is close to 0, and that again makes sense with this because this one is 0 there as well. So this order is the best order, and you just need to sit here and play this game. It just takes some time.